Welcome to another edition of the Instant Wrestling Report alongside my partners Robert and Ryan. I am your host, J-Man. This edition of the IWR, we're going to do our 2011 TNA Destination X preview coming this Sunday on pay-per-view. Really one of the most anticipated pay-per-views of this year, this all-X division type thing that we've been wanting to see for so long, the return of the six-sided ring, and should be some outstanding stuff here. First matchup, we really can't tell who's in this match because we don't know, but we know there's going to be the return of the Ultimate X. Possible things, names being thrown out there. Really know a lot of them, though.
You know, finally a return of a TNA match. Finally the return of the true TNA, 19 months in the making. Hopefully this, Ultimate X brings back like a P.D. Williams, former X Division champion, former winner of Ultimate X.
Yeah, they got guys on the roster that still not being used, X Division guys. Jinmi possibly having something, Shelly, Red, so any, combination of these guys, tag match, 4-way, 3-way, we have no idea what their, the plans are right now, but good stuff, hopefully.
Should be some good stuff. With the return of the Ultimate X, usually always some outstanding stuff on the card. Second matchup here, we have Samoa Joe versus Kaz. Really, these X Division, pioneers, really, guys that are really known for the X Division style. Should be some great stuff here. You got Joe kind of playing this heel character now, trying to start this kind of little bitty feud they're going up with going into Destination X. But I actually have Joe winning this matchup. Really something to where he hasn't really been winning a lot. He lost to Crimson. He's done other this kind of bull crap, not really doing much. But Kaz, really been doing a lot of stuff. So hopefully Joe can get the win here and move on to do some more stuff. And
when you get
seen Joe.
Two pioneers of the X Division that are this good in a match like this, former world champion, former X champion Samoa Joe, former X Division champion Kaz. This match will be a very, very good, talented match, high-flying, everything the X Division was based on. I'm looking at Samoa Joe finally get back on the winning ways and winning this match.
Yeah. Well. Looks like there's some dissension between the ladies of Housewives of Fortune. I don't know, I just thought that was fun. I think Joe's going to win this. He's not been doing much of anything. If you're really solidifying yourself as, wrestling matters and X Division this, X Division that, Joe's one of those guys, and he needs to get on that winning track. He needs to win some matches, and I think this is a perfect show for him to win and get going again, so I'm going to go Joe.
Next matchup, we have the X Division title on the line when champion Abyss goes up against Brian Kendrick. Abyss renaming it the Extreme title, but I have a feeling it will be going back to the X Division title when Brian Kendrick, I see getting the win here, new X Division champion. I really would have wished that Abyss wouldn't have gone into this pay-per-view with the X title, but it kind of makes sense with the whole, they want to transition off of that into the X guy and have that, good kind of little moment they want to have there. But I see Brian Kendrick getting the win, and hopefully something that Brian Kendrick can pull out of Abyss and make a decent match.
The X Division is about no limits, and Abyss is a champion. Oh, that doesn't go here. They need to get the title off of Abyss. He shouldn't be X Division champion. The whole thing about him being a Grand Slam winner and whatever, it's fine, but they need to get the title on Brian Kendrick, and so that way it can be the X Division again. Yeah. Like this, division was set by the Founding Fathers over the years.
Yeah, I'm going to go Brian Kendrick winning this also. I understand what they're trying to go with here. Make it be like a big moment thing where, Kendrick won the title back from this monster who's destroying the X Division, and it's going to be a great moment, and all the guys are going to come out and hoist him up, and Brian Kendrick's, regaining it at the Destination X pay-per-view.
Cheesy times 1,000.
Yeah, it's that's what it's going to be. That's exactly what I think they're going for. Brian Kendrick wins this, and they go on, hopefully do better things.
Yeah. Next matchup, we have a 4-way match for a TNA contract. Over the past couple weeks on Impact, we've seen these triple threat matches with old faces and new faces of X Division style guys getting into this and getting an opportunity into this 4-way for an opportunity for a TNA contract. We have the new guy in Sima Ion, formerly Shima Zion, but they like to change that name to make sense, I guess. Austin Aries, Low-Key, and Jack Evans, which will be announced this is before Impact, so it will be announced on Impact coming tonight. Holy crap. This is the talent in this match is just immense. You guys like Austin Aries, Low-Key, and Jack Evans in this match, it is just independent godliness right there. I mean, when it comes to just seeing what the talent of that you don't see in mainstream wrestling, you're going to get it right here. I mean, you got Low-Key, who you've seen in old in TNA and just doing great stuff, and then went to Caval and with Craft and WWE, it wasn't good, but old TNA really describes Low-Key. And Jack Evans, the amazing high-flying ability down in Mexico where he's looked at as a god. And Austin Aries, who in my opinion is probably one of the most consistent performers and workers in the wrestling business today, independent or mainstream. I mean, just puts on some solid stuff and is just outstanding. And Sima Ion I had not seen a lot of, but seeing on on Impact this past couple weeks, but some great stuff there. But this should just be some outstanding stuff. I have no idea who's going to win this, really, because there's a lot of ways you could look at it. I actually have Austin Aries, A-Double, getting the win here. I think he's the one that would be the obvious one to go forward to, but I think he's a guy that would fit into a mainstream type thing because he could talk his ass off people. If you've never seen Austin Aries, he's got so many different talents that you can see. But I see A-Double, Austin Aries getting the win here.
You have the first Ring of Honor World Champion, Loki. You have the only two-time World Heavyweight Champion, Ring of Honor, Austin Aries. And Jack Evans, like you said, a god of AAA Mexico wrestling. And what's the other guy's name?
Sima Ion, formerly Shima Zion.
Okay, whatever this guy is. I think that, Loki wins this. He gets that contract, but still somehow A-Double comes in, TNA, and runs it. He's not the star. He's a star.
This is an interesting match. Zima Ion now.
Who?
Zima Ion. It's man.
Sounds like an offcast of a Star Wars.
It does. It does kind of sound. It does kind of sound very just weird. He's actually a great young talent. Seen him a couple times on the Indies. A very talented guy. Young. Maybe something they might be looking for. Not quite sure, but maybe changing his name would be that kind of thing that maybe would bring him in, and that's why you could see him winning. Aries and Loki, too, just veterans of the business. You would think that one of those guys would win. But I'm going to go with Jack Evans winning this. Right now it seems TNA is doing kind of a partnership deal with AAA. If not, you don't know, Jeff Jarrett's the AAA heavyweight champion over there now. And, it just makes sense for Jack Evans if they're trading talent, maybe for him to come in for a while, Jack Evans, and do some stuff here in TNA, never been there. Very exciting guy if you've never seen him, he's great, Ring of Honor stuff. But I'm going to go with Jack Evans winning this because of that partnership. I think that's what's going on.
Watch out for that 6:30, baby. You literally, your eyes will explode.
Yeah.
Next matchup, we have a ECW Classic match. Really, the founders of they want to say that they are the X Division guys before there was an X Division. Guess what? You're not. There was an X Division when there was an X Division. But we have Jerry Lynn versus Rob Van Dam. Should be some great stuff here. If a lot of you guys have not seen Jerry Lynn in the past couple years, he's in Ring of Honor, former Ring of Honor World Champion, and still can go. And RVD, want to get in there with his old buddy and probably want to have a good performance. I actually have Rob Van Dam, the guy who's been there and the guy who's going to be there, winning this matchup. And it should be some classic stuff, classic shades of old ECW. But I got Rob Van Dam winning this matchup.
The only person in this match that can say one word about the X Division is Jerry Lynn. He was in the first ever X Division title.
Yeah.
If they call AJ the Prince of the X Division, Jerry Lynn is the father of the X Division because he was there from the start. RVD's not X Division. RVD's just retarded. So I got Jerry Lynn winning this, beating his old buddy from ECW, and making the X Division proud.
I can't hate on RVD. I'm not going to hate on RVD or Lynn. Both guys are just great talents. They do their own thing. Van Dam does his own thing. Lynn does his own thing. Both guys are getting very old. This would be really interesting if they pulled some great stuff here. Like they did years ago, way years ago.
Years ago.
They always ask RVD, when are you going to have matches like you do when you had them with Jerry Lynn? Well, I don't.
Probably when Jerry Lynn comes back.
Probably when Jerry Lynn comes back. This match was actually supposed to happen in Hardcore Justice. And it didn't. But that could have maybe saved that pay-per-view a little bit. But
no.
It's pretty bad. But this is going to be fun. I've been wanting to see this for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with RVD winning this. Unless they set this up to where Lynn might retire off of it, I just don't see Jerry Lynn winning this. I think RVD's got the win on this. So.
Next matchup, if we're going to have a X Division type pay-per-view, you're not going to have any more of a main event that would describe this one right here. With the phenomenal AJ Styles going up against the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels. Man, is this going to be some awesome stuff here. There's just not two people that you could say, okay, tell me about the X Division. You're going to start talking about AJ Styles and you're going to start talking about Christopher Daniels. These guys just ran it. These guys revolutionized it. These guys made it what it was and made TNA what it was because the X Division is what TNA was, or at least was. It should be still. And I expect this to be some outstanding stuff. I got AJ winning this matchup. Possible, you never know, the way it's kind of been heading here. We've been talking possible maybe a heel turn with Daniels after this one. But you never know. I just am expecting some outstanding stuff from two of my absolute favorites of all time, and AJ and Daniels. But I have AJ win this one in an outstanding matchup.
If you look at a top 20 matches in TNA history, AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels will be 18 of them. And their matches together probably be the top 10.
Yeah.
Anything in TNA has been these two guys. 2009, Final Resolution, main event, world title.
Yeah.
Daniels AJ. Now, main event, Daniels AJ. This is the match that if you ever want to know what TNA is about, watch it.
Yeah.
I can't pick a winner. You know, I want to see Daniels turn heel. I like Fallen Angel being heel, but I like him and AJ are together. You know, I can't pick a winner. If I had to pick one winner right now, it's not going on too far of a limb, but I'm saying Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
You know, this is the chemistry. Wow, this is, Tango and Cash. Pork chops and applesauce, for those of you who eat that. Some people do, but it goes good together if you haven't had it.
They're like brothers.
Yeah, they're like, the guys know each other so much. It's every time they get in the ring, they get better. It's better and better and better. It's like when you look years down the road, you look Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, the matches they have, older you get, it's like a wine.
Yep.
It's better and better and better. I expect great things from this. I expect this to be match of the night,
easily,
bar none.
Easily.
And
pay-per-view of the year for TNA.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Best pay-per-view TNA ever? Question mark.
Think
about that.
With this on the top of the card.
Yeah.
This whole card.
Yeah.
Question mark. I'm not saying it yet, but you look at how it's stacked.
Yeah.
We'll tell you Sunday night.
Yeah. So.
Great stuff here. This will now wrap up our 2011 TNA Destination X preview. Be sure to check out our review instantly after the pay-per-view. For my partners, Robert and Ryan, I am your host, J-Man. Thank you for watching another edition of the Instant Wrestling Report, your source for fresh wrestling news, information, opinions, instantly.
This is a battle